Well, it worked perfectly when I did it this morning. Stand by one. Hold on. It's coming. Maybe not. Oh my goodness. Well, how's that for an introduction? Good grief. Oh, and I think I'm frozen too. That's cool. You guys can hear me, right?
I got you. Yeah.
That's cool. You can't see my video because I think it's frozen turn off. I assured everyone before the stream, I was like, hey, don't worry guys, it's gonna work out great. It's gonna be phenomenal. It'll be absolutely great, and it'll be so slick. I definitely didn't feed the hamsters on the power wheels. That is always the setup. Stand by one as I turn it on and turn it off again here.
That's always the way to fix it.
I mean, I feel like it's a good way to go about it. It's never a bad way. Hold on. I have to blip it. Stand by. I'm gonna blip it.
Blip, sir.
I'm blipping.
Blip.
I think
there it is. We're now it's back. Now I'm back. I'm so furious that it didn't play right away. I don't know why it didn't play. I'm so upset.
Don't worry.
I know. We'll get to it. I'm gonna figure out what happened as we go along through the stream, and we'll get it going. But for the meantime, hello everyone. Welcome to the Crazy Crafter live stream. My name is Colin Bressie. I am the Crazy Crafter, and I'm joined as always by my dear friends, Michael Patterson from Nat One Video. Always by my dear friends, Michael Patterson from Nat One Videos, Daniel West, producer of the Crazy Crafter live stream, and our featured guest and dear friend of the channel from pretty darn near close since its inception, Derek Ludwig from the newly forged Pocket Tea Craft crafting YouTube channel. Welcome, Derek.
Yo, what's up? How's it going, everyone?
It's great to have you back on the stream, brother. If you've been following the channel for any length of time, you also know Derek is not just an amazing crafter, but he also owns a fantastic coffee roasting company called Cantrip Coffee. It is absolutely delicious. We've been a huge fan of it here on the show for quite some time, and we have an amazing special treat for you that is coming later on the stream. I will figure it out if I'm gonna do whatever it takes, because
hell or high water.
Hell or high water. Michael made a special little commercial, kind of commemorating and celebrating the first sponsor of the Crazy Crafter live stream, Cantrip Coffee Roasters. Holler. That is rad. Thank you so much, Derek. To you and Robin, we are thrilled to forge this alliance, and we have a little bit of a special treat for everyone out there from here on out. Can you tell us a little bit about what the subscribers and viewers of the Crazy Crafter live stream can take advantage of over on your website?
Yeah, so I think it's in the description, you said, right?
It is. It's in the description.
Everything. Yeah, so all Crazy Crafter live stream audience, there's a little coupon code down in the description, 10% off. Unfortunately, US only.
For the moment.
Working on, for the moment. shipping isn't necessarily the issue anymore. It's just navigating customs, selling stuff to out-of-country folks. That might be an issue, and we have to sort that out soon. But hopefully, it'll be worldwide soon. So, but at the moment, use the code CrazyCrafter10 at checkout, 10% off. All for you guys.
Super rad, brother.
Caffeine.
Caffeine is muy importante. And if you guys haven't tried it before, it's take advantage. If when you guys head on over to the website, make sure you use the discount code. Get your discount. It helps support Cantrip Coffee Roasters. It helps support the Crazy Crafter live stream, and it truly is. I'm now spoiled rotten. My coffee roasters out here in Pasadena are really good, Derek. I love me some Jones's coffee, and
Dude,
you have
California is amazing.
It's good, but you've ruined me.
Yeah.
You ruined me. Cantrip ruined me because I was just like, this is some pretty good stuff. And the Columbia de Lima is amazing. This is my still I have a couple more cups of the material components. But I'm looking forward to diving in and trying more. Those are the two I've tried. How many different roasts do you guys have right now?
4 at the moment. We have our blend, which is material components, and then we have 3 single origins: Colombia de Lima, and Ethiopia, and a Honduras.
Nice. Yeah.
Well,
I'm looking forward to trying the Ethiopian and the Honduras here in the future. And if you guys are interested and you can't decide on what coffee to get, they have a subscription that you can partake in. It's a really good deal. Head on over to cantripcoffee.com and check them out. I said that. It's cantripcoffee, yes? .com. Did I get it?
Yep.
Yeah!
Yep.
Cantrip Coffee.
Yes.
I've got my little notes everywhere. I want to make it. got them set. So it's cool.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for hooking our subscribers and our fans up out there, man. We really appreciate it. All right.
No problem. Thanks for giving us shout outs all the time.
Please. It is nothing, my friend. We're more than excited to do it. Well, welcome out there, everyone. We're very excited to have you all out there with us today in the stream. We've got Sonder from D6 Crafting Damage. Pulp is out there. Cross from Campaign Terrain. Zane from Zane Morgan Crafts. Carl from Carl Makes Stuff. Guppy's out there. Let's see. Mini Mason is out in the house. Melina is in the house. Jesse from Night Terrain. Hello, Foam Family. Indeed. Hello to you, sir. And then we've got Amy Root is in the house as well. Am I missing anyone? There's a lot. Laura's in the house too. Hello, Laura. Welcome everyone to the stream today. We are very, very, very excited to have you all here, and we're gonna get dirty. We're getting dirty today, Derek and Michael and Danny. We're gonna be crafting some smelly sewer tiles. Yeah. Now, tell us a little bit about these sewer tiles, Derek. These are based off of your build for your campaign. You guys are going to be getting to play again here pretty soon. Your players have like a whole town to come back to and a sewer to explore. Tell us a little bit about the sewer tiles here, brother.
Well, took me ages to design. I went through like 2 or 3 different methods of trying it, because the city we play in is pretty small, so I didn't want any like huge metropolitan New York City sewer system, Sure. So the first couple tries I came up with were actually a bit too small and probably wouldn't have worked in a playing sense. So I decided to kind of work with guys like Wylock have kind of a half wall style system, and kind of actually looked into slot car tracks, which was another thing I kind of worked with, but yeah, and then just came up with what I got. Nice. I went with 2 inches wide to represent 10 feet, so players could move past each other okay, but still feel kind of cramped.
Nice. Well, we've got the material list built here on the description for y'all too. So if you want to follow along in the craft, you're more than welcome to do so. The components are down there in the description. They will forever remain there. So even if you're not here with us live and you're not here doing the craft along with us, you can always come back to it later. Pretty simple build. You can use just I know something Derek was talking about, just using your utility knife and then some foam and cutting it down and going to town. Is there? We'll talk a little bit about some of the pitfalls that you've encountered along the way with this, because I know one of the things that's really cool about this build, and I think it took it to the next level, Derek, is when you added the resin, right? So when we get to that portion, I don't know if we'll get to resin pouring today on the stream. Danny will finish it and have eight sets built by the end of the stream, so that's okay. But I'm anxious to hear more about the resin pour. I need to incorporate more resin into my builds. It is definitely the slippery slope where you have to I have to tread lightly, and I don't want resin all over the place.
I mean, yeah, I understand the hesitancy because even after I got it in the mail, I literally just sat and looked at it for like 3 days before I tried. I watched every tutorial I could find on pouring resin, and then it was so much easier than I thought, and yeah, so
good.
Don't let it frighten you as much as it frightened me, because I delayed way longer than I should have, but.
Well, that's sound advice, because I definitely feel like sometimes I let it freak me out. And I shouldn't.
For sure.
It's just like anything new, right? Just do a little bit of research and apply it. Tina Martin's in the house. # love that Tina. Passing by, waving hello and goodbye. Aw, thanks for passing by. We wish you could stay longer. So where do you want to start at? Where's a good place to start with the build here, brother?
Well, yeah, I got as far as building, putting the 2 walls on and putting the base on. That's where you want to start. So each wall is. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You finish it.
So each wall is 1 inch high. I went with 3/8 of an inch thick, but you could do a 1/2 inch to make it easier. And then the base is 1/2 inch thick by 2 inches wide, and then 6 inches long.
Sweet. So
I just built like a bunch of those. So.
Now, Derek, what did you use to should we glue these on first? What's kind of the first step? Should we secure the walls to the sides first?
That's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah, because I found, it depends on if you're going to use any type of plaster or Sculptamold or anything on the bottom. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself because the first couple I did, I did all the walls and I textured everything first. And when I glued them together, I noticed gaps, which then worried me about pouring resin later. Mm-hmm. So I glued everything together while it was flat, so the connections were really tight. And then if you can't texture in a lot of these like cracks and stuff, it's okay because you can just fill it up with Sculptamold later.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So that was my main worry. It was like kind of like, do I do this or I do that? Because if you glue it all together, you have trouble texturing in these tight corners. Yep. But then I just covered it up with Sculptamold, so it was fine.
So it was all good.
So I glue them together before I texture. Yeah.
Okay. I'm following your lead today, brother. The last time you were on here, bro, that was a while ago now.
Yeah, it feels like a lifetime ago.
It feels like a lifetime ago.
Shingles for days.
Shingles for days. Yeah. We were doing some. We made your Spanish style house that you had shared on the Tabletop Crafters Guild, and we were doing. That's when I learned that you were like, yeah, I do individual shingles, and you have to wrap them, and you taught me how to wrap shingles, and I was just like, oh my god, this guy's a beast, and but it is very zen. You gave me a new zen the hobby craft, and that was a really fun build. You guys will have to go back. This again, kind of when we were cutting our jib on the weekend stream, trying to figure out. It's kind of when we started really nailing the format of here's the materials to prep ahead of time and how to build. We had, with the exception of individual shingles laid on the entire thing, we had the whole structure and everything built by the end of that stream. I think Mod Podge too. So that was that was like an eye-opening thing. I was like, wow, we can do a lot on this stream.
And Zane coming in hot with the hot tip. Episode 10.
Episode 10, man.
Episode 10.
That seems like.
Jeez.
That seems.
Was
like,
that in November?
Yes.
November.
It was right after the election. I remember that because you are in Pennsylvania and we were all waiting with bated breath. On
That's right. You're like,
yes.
Let us know, Derek.
Let us know, Derek. What's going on over there? Is it happening? Do I need to move to Canada? What's going on? Do I need to crash on the Mini Mason's couch? Where do I go? Right? That was. I remember that all too well. Well, it's good to have you back, and it's good to be building some sewer tiles.
It's great to be back.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you, brother. What else do I need? I'm just cutting my stuff up right now. I'm cutting my walls down, and then my hot glue gun is plugged in and going. So as soon as that's done up, I should be ready to go here in a second. I didn't get a chance to check in with Michael and Danny this morning because I'm all flustered because of my technical flub up. I can't not have I can't go back to back days where it doesn't work perfectly. But it's just a new element. I figured it out. It will be we'll take a break here in a little bit and we'll treat you guys to this amazing little video and commercial that Michael put together in commemoration of the video. What were you saying?
Pump it up too much, man.
It's great. It's just a fun
video. It's way better than Michael's.
Yeah, Michael's not doing him. I agree with you, Derek. It was side splitting for me. I absolutely loved it. So we can't wait to share it with you. But in my haste, I forgot to check in with both Michael and Danny to see how y'all are doing. Danny, we missed you last week. How was your Easter?
Easter was great. Easter is like my favorite holiday.
Ooh.
I know that it's a bizarre one to be your favorite, but it is like the most relaxed, like no stress holiday. Like if you wake up in the morning, hunt eggs and like hang out with your family, you did it. Like you succeeded. Like it's a perfect holiday.
That's true.
True, yeah.
You know, and I just enjoy that, and some of my best childhood memories are from Easter. So I just love that holiday. I just love doing it. So we did that, and then my school district is on spring break, and I am a teacher, and my wife and I are both now fully vaccinated. Woo-hoo! So we went camping for a couple of days. We went to Palm Springs, which is a town close by, for a few days. Or one night, and basically we tried to cram in like about a year's worth of not doing stuff into like 6 days, and so I'm exhausted.
That's great.
It is a break where I'm going to come back much less rested than I left work.
Than you left. That's okay though. That means you did spring break right, bro.
Yeah.
You did it right. You did it right. Good.
But you upgraded. I mean, when I left, you brought in Tina. So, like, you know, I'm sure the entire audience out there is like, oh, but where's Tina?
She's not going anywhere. She'll be back. She had big shoes to fill with in your stead, but Tina was, it was lovely hanging out with Tina and Amy last week. Did you see all the teeny tiny swords we made?
I saw lots of pictures of teeny tiny swords. Again, this has been the busiest week of my life. I have not had time to sit down for a 2-hour live stream.
Sure.
But I'm so sad because I desperately wanted to sit around and make teeny tiny swords, because I've got my little D&D character, and we made a shield for him with Carl, and I desperately wanted to make a brand new sweet sword with Amy for my guy. So I'll have to watch along and make myself some teeny tiny swords.
It's a great tutorial. If you guys haven't seen it last week, it's a great one to follow along with and build. Amy does a great job breaking down the build for us. If you guys haven't seen it, head on back to last week's stream and check it out. Be a lot of fun. I know I made another one during my D&D session last night.
I was ready. I mean,
sick.
not only did I have the other gauge, I found hidden amongst my stuff 34 gauge wire.
Oh.
So like the teeniest.
The tiniest and teeniest of tiniest wires.
Teeniest and tiniest. And I was ready to pull that out and like flex. I was like, oh, you think you have small wire?
You can still flex.
34 gauge.
You can
I don't
still
even
flex.
know what you're supposed to do with this stuff. But I own it for some reason.
You can still flex it when you post it in the Discord and share it with everyone when you make that sword. That
is a solid
looking forward
plan.
to that.
A solid plan.
Michael, my friend, how are you doing this week? How's everything going on your end?
Yeah, I've just been sort of looking at all of the shields and swords that people have been sending in.
Yes.
It's been really cool. It's like loads of awesome stuff there.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, that's about it. I mean, in terms of real life, it's also the Easter holidays here, but for me, it's not been as relaxing as Daniel's. But, that's another story.
Yeah.
If you listen to my story, it has not been relaxing. It has been nothing but work. It's been packing up cars and unpacking cars for days.
The way you started was Easter was your favorite holiday, and it started off relaxing anyway.
That's true. We came in hot.
But yeah, so I'm just dealing with various levels of toddler mayhem at the minute.
Oh.
Yep.
I mean, literally she's very creative, put it that way. I'm very proud of her creativity. She's come in at least 4 times in the last week and a half, covered from head to toe in felt tip pen. I mean, so I'm honestly just learning how to actually be a parent at the minute.
I mean, I raised my hand in that category too, my friend. Ditto on all those fronts. Yeah. It's never a dull moment with these kiddos, that's for sure. They definitely keep us on our toes, right? But go ahead.
I mean, we can come back to that in a second, but I mean, I do have a question for Derek about the sewer tiles.
Yeah.
Hit me.
In the base channel?
Yeah.
In the base channel, are you carving any kind of tile? Or are you just leaving it a blank thing?
Yeah. I've been going back and forth with like grids or like any type of like tile system for a while, and for this I just decided to skip it. I just got like a string recently and just marked like 1-inch sections off of it, and I just pass that around the table as players play, and I'm like, there's your 30 feet of movement. Go whichever way you want. So yeah, I've been getting away from doing any type of grids or tiling. So, and I just covered the bottom of mine with Sculptamold anyways, so it would have covered up anything I did right onto the foam as is.
So I was telling you, Derek, just before the stream that I'm kind of not just going to go for the tile kind of thing here.
Yeah.
And that I'm kind of doing an amalgamation of your idea, and also Zen did a tile kind of freestanding or like with a wall and the sewer.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's awesome.
So I'm trying to put together, so it's kind of using your tile on the base, but then having the sewer thing there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Except not printed, obviously.
In piggybacking off of what Michael was saying and his build, I also am kind of going off of, I went straight over to Zane's Etsy after that video, and I snagged the STLs for like $5. So I printed out one. When I say I printed out, I should say my buddy Chris Fort printed out, because I figured out and I've discovered this week, gentlemen, that I suck at supporting my 3D models, and Chris helped me out from next door, and this STL came out pretty freaking sweet. I'll show it to you guys here in a second. I am currently hot wiring the hole here for this, so this will be a fun thing to include and add to the build here. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Great minds. We're taking. If you can combine a Derek Ludwig and a Zane Morgan build, you're gonna have a pretty sweet piece on the frickin' tabletop. Is what I think is gonna happen.
The old Zane Rec build.
The old Zane. That's right. Oh
And
man.
Daniel, you said you were going to do the centerpiece kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm currently that centerpiece looks like a couple of pieces of foam, and it is slowly evolving into an idea, and I don't know what that is, but it will be a thing in the future. And I think I literally just had my idea, so we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there's Zane's STL printed up there from the great. I like this one because it looks like someone or something has entered or burst out of this thing, and it alludes to danger and peril ahead. I like this one. So that's the one I printed out, and I'm currently doing a terrible job. I need to make this hole much wider. It will not fit in the hole yet. That's right. I said it here on the stream. It doesn't fit in the hole yet, but it will.
Class act.
Class act. That's what I am. It's a class act.
The return of the innuendo.
The return of the. Have they ever left though, buddy? Have they ever left? I don't know. I don't know if they ever truly left. So, Derek, tell us a little bit more about, like, do you guys have a date when you guys are? I'm talking this as like it's a wedding. Do you guys have a date of when you're going to be resuming in-person session? Your players, have you shown them anything that you've been building for the campaign?
Not directly. A couple of them like follow me on Instagram and stuff, so I've kind of been like trying to not show it to them so much, but you know, it's there if they want to see it.
Sure.
Yeah, not really hiding it. So,
dude, they're gonna flip. They're gonna flip.
All this stuff I find always looks better in person anyway. So even if they did see it,
that's true.
It still has a decent impact in person.
That's true. It's always gonna look more better in person.
But, yeah, none of them are big YouTubers, so I'm not really worried about the channel per se. But you know, posting stuff on Instagram is probably where
they'll see it, huh?
Yeah.
I need to go and get a ruler. Otherwise, Ben and Amy are going to shout at me in the chat.
Whatever. Rulers are for suckers, or for people that want to make herringbone pattern. Boom. There that is. Shout out to yesterday's crazy crafter live stream. Building the Stony Tankard, aka a single piece of demo tile. But that's not true, because I was productive yesterday. I'll show it off here.
Yeah.
I got it. It's done. I got the floor textured and tiled. It's ready. I'm making progress. I got to where I wanted to yesterday. What are you all working out there out in the stream today? Are you guys crafting? You guys hanging out? What are you guys working on? Tell us. Drop us a line. Let us know what you're working on out there. We'd love to know. And be sure to post it in the Crazy Crafter Discord under the Share Your Work tile. That's a great place to share and let your work be seen. What else? Oh, Michael? Did you get the footage? Were you able to get the footage for the Sword and Shield challenge? I keep meaning to ask.
Yep,
You got
I got it.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
So, I mean, I've got some footage from you and a couple of different. Most people have sent photographs, which is completely fine. I'll be, talking a little bit about each person's build.
Sure.
With your one, I mean, you did. I'm gonna have to edit it down, Colin. I can't just use all of that. If you understand what I'm saying.
Oh no. That's what I gave you. That's why I gave you all that to just do with whatever I was like, let me give him some stuff so he can edit it down to however he wants. That was the goal, my friend.
Perfect. Yeah.
I want you to include. I want your video to be my 8 minutes of footage that I sent you. No, not at all. Not at all, buddy. You use whatever you wanted to. I'm just looking forward to seeing it all come together and showcasing everyone else's amazing work from the challenge. Super, super rad.
It really has been. I mean, you got a challenge coming up, which I won't say anything about, but I mean, the best thing is just how, like, no one's done the same thing. I mean, everyone's done their own thing, used their own approach, and they're all cool. So, yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
definitely something like that again.
Everyone working. What I really like about it, Michael, is you got everyone working out of, probably their comfort zone, and then everyone trying new stuff, inspiring each other, and it's just amazing.
Is the challenge over at this point?
I mean, Daniel, if you want, you've got an hour. You'll get something.
You've got an hour, Danny. Don't tempt him, Michael. He'll frickin' do it.
Chop, Danny.
Challenge accepted.
The date that I put on the challenge was for yesterday, but the thing is, I know that everybody probably has lives, and if anyone was like disappointed that they didn't get it in on time, of course I will include it if I can get it before tomorrow night, sort of thing.
Yep.
So,
yep. Anyone
who wants to get something in, just get it in there, and I'll try and include it for sure.
Amazing.
Love it. Derek, I can't remember, did you do the challenge?
No, I had issues for a little while getting into Michael's Discord.
Oh.
And I've only just got on a couple days ago, but I'm in for the next one for sure.
There's a secret handshake. That's why. There's a secret passcode handshake you have to do.
Only if I would have known.
If only.
I'm also a huge Discord noob. I think
Me too.
I think the crazy crafter one was the first one I was on, and then I've joined a couple others since then. But
it's my problem is so whenever you do share the Discord link to invite people, I think it's every 24 hours or 48 hours Discord changes the link. So
that's weird.
I've copied and pasted that link and put it under my videos, thinking that people could just join, but but it refreshes. So Li Zhao, who might be in the chat, but he's been helping me with the Discord a bit. He has now made the link a permanent link. So I need to know.
Cool.
So I need to now go back over all my videos and repost the permanent link instead.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It is my, if you think that you're bad at Discord, Colin, oh my goodness, I'm terrible.
I wouldn't have, this is a huge shout out to 1d6 crafting damage. Sonder, you are a rock star. Sonder volunteered and was like, I gotta set I'll set up the Discord for you, and Sonder is a champion. So thank you, Sonder, for making the Crazy Crafter Discord community possible. You rock. And
I love the Discord.
Yeah, I do too. It's been a great place for all of us to continue to share our work. It's great.
I know it's just another social network thing, but it got me off Facebook a lot more, so that's but a good thing. So
the Crazy Crafter Discord is the new what do you call it? The one where we used to go to on Facebook. The Crafters Guild.
Oh, you saying it's the new Tabletop Crafters Guild? Woo! That's a
for me it is. I spend
I
spend more time on your Discord than I do in the Tabletop Crafters Guild.
Same.
For sure.
Fair. I do too.
I feel like it's more there's so many people in that group. And in your group, It's like you've got a relationship with people, like you get to chat about your work, and it's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I badooping? I keep hearing a badoop.
badooping?
Is anybody else hearing that little badoop?
It might be me badooping because it might be Discord. I think people are uploading it to the Discord, and I think my microphone settings are pretty sensitive here, and it picks up the badoop.
So just to be very clear there, by the way, I still love the Tabletop Crafters Guild. I'm not dissing it.
Right. No, you totally dissed it. It's dead to you.
It's noted. It's on the record.
It's not. It's still a wonderful place, and I'm always on the lookout. I'm still scouring and going through that. You know what? Here's the thing. How many I will always do it, and I'm committed to seeking out people, and I know it's kind of a crazy thing to extend out there, but I've had approximately, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, Derek, Danny, and Michael, but I feel like I've had approximately 0 people reach out that want to come on the stream for the weekend tutorial, and that's fine. I'm okay with that because again, it's still new. Everyone's still figuring it out, but eventually, like, I hope to have like a queue, right, of like people that are like, I want to come on and I want to share this. And I'm like, yeah, dude, let's set that up. Like, that's my goal, my hope and goal. So the Tabletop Crafters Guild people come back, and there's just so many talented people out there. It's always inspiring to go back to that Facebook group.
I mean, I don't know if I would have ever reached out.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
That's just it.
So yeah.
The reason for that is not because of you, Colin. It's because people are shy to put themselves out there.
Right.
And
It is a challenging thing to do.
Exactly. And so you haven't done. It's like, I'm sure there's loads of people who look at the Crazy Crafter stream and they go, I would actually love to come on and hang out and do some crafting, but they're just too shy to say. Well, I mean, maybe they're going like, is my thing good enough? Of course, come on, like,
always. It always is.
Also, you're battling the algorithm because Facebook hates YouTube, so
that's true.
You're always fighting that as well. So
that word, I hate that word, the algorithm.
The algorithm. I was just about to say the algorithm. Something that is new to my vocabulary that I like. Not shun, but I'm like, the algorithm. I never knew that though, but Facebook does bury YouTube posts more than it does.
Oh, they want to keep you on their platform. I mean, I get it, but it's pretty lame.
Counterproductive for the Crazy Crafter live stream. Come on.
Emily, money's also an issue, sadly. I'm just catching up at the chat here for a second. Longest videos, I was trying to pick up dry flower tweezers. Talking about money an issue in the craft, like really don't have extra stuff to spend, even though some stuff is pretty cheap, like Colin mentioned dollar store stuff. Yeah, that's just it. Like that's also what's really cool. That was posted, Laura. It's tight for everyone right now. I think the really cool thing you have out there is I know the thing I really appreciate about a lot of channels. You can find really good content out there that helps guide you to use whatever you have around you. Using whatever you have around you. So whether that's cardboard boxes from an Amazon delivery, from recycled whatever, like you can craft with literally anything. And I think that'll be a fun challenge. One of these days on the stream, boys, like we'll literally have to take
junkyard challenge.
The junkyard challenge. Like I want to do like the Iron Chef thing on this stream. Like legit. It would be cool.
Run into a room and
run into your room, go to your recycle bin right now, pull out the trash and craft with it.
You have 30 seconds
to rifle through your crap. Go.
Yeah.
No, I think it'd be cool to like save a bunch of recycled stuff, not tell what it is, and then ship it out to the people participating in the challenge and have them build stuff. I think it's some of the most creative crafting that I've done is when I'm like, I got nothing, like especially early on in the pandemic, didn't go anywhere. What do I have? What can I utilize? and how can I craft with it. Yeah. Yep.
You guys have the show Ready Steady Cook?
Ready, Steady, Cook. Yeah, and well, I know it from my time in England, not from over here.
I don't, because I don't know the one that Colin's talking about so well, but we have a show called Ready Steady Cook. So, I mean, your show should be called Ready Steady Craft, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because don't they like run over to a table and they have to like grab everything they want to use for their dish or whatever? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically you have a table set up with different materials, ready, steady, go. You run to the table, then there's all of these materials, and you just have to make something.
Yeah, that would be a ton of fun. It'd be cool to turn eventually when the pandemic ends. Like, I could eventually have more people. I could have people over, and I could do the chat. Like, I could host the challenge here. And like do it in studio, as it were. How cool would that be? That would be amazing. That would be super amazing. Okay, Derek, I've got these plates up. I've got this spare ending here. What's the next step? What's the next step in these?
So
like,
here,
did you texture? I'm curious how you textured, or if you textured these at all. What did you do?
So what I do first is I for some reason, I don't know why I do this, but I usually texture twice. So I texture once before I put in the brick lines.
Yep.
So I just go over everything with tin foil first, just to like give it a little bit of life.
Okay.
And then what I do then is I go with my X-Acto knife and I just like freehand the bricks in, because I was like, it's a sewer. Just make them like half inch by half inch. Like, they don't have to be anything great. So I go in about 1/8 of an inch with a X-Acto knife and just like grit it out, and then just take a ballpoint pen and open up all the lines.
Nice.
So yeah, so you should be left with something like that.
I'm doing that right now. These are I'm doing on the back wall, but they're the smallest bricks I've done.
Oh, nice!
Those are
Yeah,
cool.
that looks great. Yeah,
I went for a bigger brick here on those.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I like the smaller bricks though, Michael. Those look great. They remind me a little bit of Ray Nix's bricks. Do you remember Ray from Got DM? The bricks that we made from that door. That's what those are reminding me of. They look great.
So then
more time.
Then after I put in all the lines, then I just take the X-Acto knife and take off a bunch of the sharp edges, and just.
Now, how many of these tiles did you end up making, Derek?
I think I have about 13 of these size, and then I have a bunch of corner pieces. So I have like some 90-degree angles, some 3-way intersections, and some 4-way intersections. So, just so I can mess with the layout and make it different every time.
Colin?
Yeah.
Have you got Facebook open?
No.
Oh, okay, doesn't matter.
Why?
I sent you a little message. Because, well, basically, if that thing isn't working on YouTube, I've actually sent you the file to your email address. Just so you know.
I've got it, bro. I think I know what I need to do in order to do it. And let me go back over and look at that thing. Yep, I know exactly what I need to do. I know exactly what I need to do now. So here in a little bit, like we'll take a pause in a little bit, and we'll
intermission.
An intermission, if you will. Yes, and we will check out this amazing little video that Michael put together. So cool.
The hype.
Say how, like let's play it down, and then people think it's awesome. It's like, whenever you see a really great review and then you go and see the movie and you're like, meh.
Dude, that is not gonna happen right now, bro. Bruh.
Well,
Bruh.
I think for me, I think I'd be disappointed after this build-up. To be honest.
You're so... No. I disagree. Disagree!
Disagree as well.
Disagree. I'm gonna have to agree to disagree there, buddy. Sorry. Anyway, we'll check it out here in a second. I'm looking forward to making. Dude, this is a really cool build, Derek. I thinking about things that are needed for the campaign, and our player, like this little setup is perfect, man. I'm really digging this brick pattern, and I think it's
For
definitely
me,
gonna get used.
Considering printing off some little Ninja Mutant Turtles to make it a little diorama.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
Get a little pizza to put like in the
Yeah.
I was thinking like take some foam
in the
core and just
soda
make little tiny pizza boxes.
Yeah. That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect.
I realize that I'm thoroughly disappointed that I didn't know all of these methods for crafting whenever I was a kid. Can you imagine the stuff that you would have built when you were a kid?
Oh, ridiculous amounts of stuff.
And my dad was even into like model railroads, and I didn't really pick much of it up. I always loved going because he had a slot car track built into it as well. So I remember growing up and always playing on the slot car track and stuff. But yeah, I never got into it myself until I started painting minis like a handful of years ago, and then it was like,
And then
now I want
game
some
over.
3D for my minis. Yeah.
Now it was game over.
Also buying my house and having a place to actually just do this at, I couldn't, past places I've lived, I wouldn't have been able to
do it.
craft as comfortably as I do now. Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Getting some brickage happening. Brickage is happening.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while since I've done some brickwork, and I'm enjoying it a lot, actually.
I seriously want to chopped craft. How did we just blow past that idea? I gotta try this. You should try it, Amy. It's like, I'm telling you, I want to do it. I need to figure out, like, there's so many different ways you could go about doing it, but this is where we'll have to all put our brains together to come up with some pretty good production ideas. But that's why I like the in-studio one. Like, I could literally set up a multicam, like, even if it was just with webcams, like cheapo webcams on the crafting stations, like on people's hands, close up, focused in, one master. Like, I'd love to do it. I want to do it, and I want to do it at my local game store, Odyssey Games. I want to do it at the local game store.
Get everyone to pay in like $10 and send them a random box of stuff, and they have to only use what's in that box.
That'd be fun. I also like, if we could get the stuff donated, right? Or if it's recycled, then there could also be like a little, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way to keep it, I'm trying to think of a way to keep it economical as well, so people don't have to pay any more than they have to.
You have to submit photos of you dumpster diving everything you use.
There you go. You gotta dumpster dive to get it. I like it. There you go. Derek's creating the rules on the fly here, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all are paying attention.
Yeah.
So cool. Oh,
Picks
man.
or it didn't happen.
That was good coffee, Derek.
Yep. It ain't too bad, huh? It's pretty tasty stuff.
You gotta source good beans, because you can't make bad beans good no matter how good of a roaster you are.
Now, how long have you been roasting coffee now, Derek?
20. I mean, I've been working in coffee since I was a teenager. So I've been working in coffee for like over 20 years, but
Okay.
roasting on my own for about 3 years. And, you know, I dabbled in it with, you know, coworkers and stuff for a couple of years before that. But
I see.
I was usually behind the bar while I was working in coffee. But
Copy.
you get older and that gets really boring, you know, so.
What's cool, man? I love the fact that you've taken all that knowledge and you've turned it into, you and Robin have got a great company, man. That's you know, I truthfully had never thought about sponsorship when I first started this channel, and I always was just like, you know, I want to be in. I would like to have. I feel the connection to the product is important. And I think that's something that all of us had through connecting with you. We were like, oh, like a bunch of D&D nerds were like, fuck yeah, we'll try some Cantrip coffee.
Yeah,
That sounds amazing. And then we ordered it and we tried it and we were like, holy shit! Like I think it's a good brew, man. You guys do good work, and you can tell. You can always tell when someone puts their love and their passion, especially small business owners, because it takes a lot to make that possible, and it comes through in the product. So what you guys are killing it. You guys.
Yeah, I think the best part for me is that when Derek was on episode 10, I was oblivious to the fact that you even had a coffee roaster.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was oblivious to that fact altogether. You were just another guy who does the same stuff that we do. You know what I mean? So it was just cool to be like I think it was like 2 weeks later or something, you were in the chat and said something about Cantrip Coffee, and I was like, hold the phone. Wait.
I was probably sitting in my garage, miserable as hell, watching the stream roasting.
Yeah.
I was at
and you know, it wasn't until after we had already had you on and we're like, this Derek's a cool guy, that we even realized you had a business that was themed on brand with the thing that we do. And then in addition to that is a great product. So it was like, it's like kismet. It's perfect.
Derek, your garage must smell amazing.
The whole, sometimes it's the whole neighborhood smells amazing. So.
Oh my goodness.
Like our dog walker will come back sometimes with the dog, and she's like, "Oh, I was like a mile away and I could smell that." And I was like,
"Wow,"
because it doesn't smell like you think it would. It doesn't. Oh, that looks great, Michael. It doesn't smell like a cafe. It's more of like a sweet bakery type smell. So, you know, it's better than most smells. But I could see someone getting annoyed by it if it was blasting in their house all day. So.
Well, my wife is not a coffee drinker or appreciator at all.
Say that again, Michael.
My wife, Lucy, she doesn't like coffee.
Oh, wow, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
I met a lot of people, well, like that side of the world that don't like coffee.
Huh.
I didn't like tea at first, so it took me a while.
Yeah, I can see that. I've always been, dude, coffee is life, bro.
Yeah, I grew up.
Coffee is definitely a big staple in my daily life. And
sure.
I'm
you also have, might I mention, you also have these sweet Joko cups on the website.
Yeah.
And what a lifesaver, because if I keep forgetting to mute my mic, so I'm sure you guys have heard me just like on my foam over and over again.
Yeah.
But I am covered in foam, and if not for this delightful Joko cup, my coffee would be filled with foam right now. And so pick up one of these mugs. They're so cool.
Yeah.
The company is doing like it's sustainable stuff, right? It's like it's environmentally friendly. So like you get your cool, like stylish D20, which is your company logo, the big old word Cantrip right on there. Cool colors. good mug, like
I like
buy a friend this. It's a great gift.
It is a good gift. I thought about Amy Root when Amy's a big coffee person. Amy's worked in coffee before too, and is a huge coffee connoisseur. And I was like, Amy would dig this cup. It's a good cup. I love the fact that they're environmentally friendly and conscientious. But I also like the fact that when you're sipping it, it's got a wider mouth here that allows the coffee to cool down a little bit when you're sipping it. It just makes it really easy to sip on it, not burn yourself while you're enjoying your coffee too. All right, we've had all this coffee talk. I think it's time. Everyone. Michael, Michael is like, fuck you. I'm so excited. When Michael shared this yesterday, I literally was splitting sides. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. It made me happy. So, I hope this makes...
It's amazing.
I literally don't care if anyone else in the world likes it. The fact that it made you happy, I'm good.
Well, I think it made Danny happy. It made Derek and Robin sounded like they really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to share this all with you. Without further ado, let me go back on over here, and now we'll take a brief moment and we'll have a word from our sponsor. Here we go.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, great game, guys. Okay, same time next week, okay? So, next week we're going to be leveling up, so make sure you get all your cantrips in order. Okay, see ya. Bye. Hilarious. Okay. Time to have a little nap. Time to sleep. Oh, not the morning.
Cantrip Coffee. Oh,
Oi, Mike.
Oh yes, oh yes, that was glorious. I love it. I'm so happy that we got to share that, and I'm so happy. I love the fact great minds think alike, right? I made a little something too, but I want to clean it up a little bit before it's hard to read. Maybe I'll share it up there. Maybe I'll throw it in the Discord. Maybe that's where I'll throw it. Maybe I'll throw it up in the Discord so y'all can see it, because mine's a little I wanted to make something and just have some fun with it too, and Michael showed us that yesterday. I'm like, oh my god, we gotta put that on the stream tomorrow. That's so freaking fun. That's just fun and silly, Michael. I love it. It's so creative.
Quality work, my man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nephew, who's 16, he kind of directed and shot that. So, like, I mean, obviously, those are some killer acting skills. You can't...
They are some killer acting skills.
I have to give my nephew credit. He did most of the work, really.
Well, I see him out there, Jammy Jam. You did a fantastic job with that little spot there. Thanks for
brilliant.
Great work, man.
Thanks for helping commemorate and bring this. It's a big deal. It means a lot. It means a lot that you guys put in that effort and that work to show Derek some love. Show the sponsorship some love, and just again a reminder for everyone. You all, the Crazy Crafter foam family, can enjoy a discount on their purchases from CantripCoffee.com. All you have to use is the promo code at checkout, CrazyCrafter10, and you'll be able to take advantage of your delicious coffee. As of right now, that's only in the U.S., but things change, businesses grow,
Things change,
and hopefully, as we emerge on the other end of the pandemic here, Derek and Robin are able to start making that start getting that international catapult some use here.
Yeah, going worldwide.
Worldwide domination. I love it. So bravo, Michael and Jammy Jam. You guys killed it. You guys absolutely smashed it. Really, really cool.
That's amazing.
Cross
I
said,
appreciate it.
Those stairs look painful. Yeah, but I'm kind of used to getting knocked around like that with jiu-jitsu and wrestling, so it's nothing compared to that, really. So
nothing too major, huh?
Yeah.
Nothing too major. Oh my gosh, I love it. So where's everyone at? Where's everyone at with the build? Derek, where are we? I'm behind here. I'm texturing. I've only got one side of my brick done up here. I've got to get the other side done. But where are you guys?
I'm all textured. I'm about to put some Sculptamold down. Cool. Make it look all gross and.
So you use the Sculptamold for like poopy effect, literally.
Yeah, and to kind of give it like what would the word be for that? Like a canal instead of just a straight, And it helps. It helps.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and it helps cover up the bottom of the wall where you can't maybe texture as well. So just bring the Sculptamold up a bit there. And,
that's cool.
But I'm about to do it, so I'll switch my camera.
Let's switch your camera and let's watch you tackle it, brother. Let's see you do it. Man, you got all these dope builds. You've got to finish them all. I need a week of catching up to finish all my my pile of shame, as it were. All right, Derek, take us away here. What do we have to walk us through the Sculptamold step?
So yeah, I'm all textured up. I took off, all the sharp edges that I wanted to get rid of, and now basically I'm just gonna mix up some Sculptamold. It's like a 50-50 with Sculptamold and water. It's just like a paper plaster mixture. I don't really know what's in it. Everyone says to go for a cottage cheese texture. I don't really know what that is.
I don't know what that is either, bro.
But yeah, I just it's still lumpy. It's supposed to if it looks lumpy, it's still good because you're going to be covering it up with paint and flocking and resin at the last step. So. And I just mix that for like 30 seconds to a minute. So make sure it's all mixed up. And then I just slap it on there with a popsicle stick.
I should have chosen larger bricks. This is taking a long time.
Dude, they look great when they're all done up, but I went with slightly larger bricks on my pattern today. For that reason, Michael, I was like, we're going to go with speed today.
Yeah. The thing is that, if it wasn't for, like, on this stream, we always make things that you wouldn't necessarily be making anyway. So if you're going to be making it once, you might as well do it correctly and well.
Right.
Exactly. Yep.
Right. I like I like mixing up. I think I went with the larger ones today too because I've been working with some of the smaller variation with all the Stony Tankard build. I was like, I'm gonna mix it up because I've drawn a lot of brick and stone this week, a lot. So I was like, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. I love that too. That's something too. We were talking about that last night. I'm gonna have quite a bit of stuff for our DM to throw up on the table when it comes time to meet up here and within the next month or so. Like that's gonna be everyone was super cool. So it's so funny. Some of my good buddies haven't been following the stream, and they were like, literally within the last week, they're like, oh man, like I wish someone would, like, Colin, can you make some of these small weapons? I was like, you should make some tiny weapons. You could do some like tiny weapons, and I'm like, we are like been there, done that, bros. Like, have you not? Like they hadn't seen the Sword and Shield challenge. They hadn't seen the Duelist diorama. They didn't see Amy's stream. I was just like, bros, like it's all happening right now. Like it's already been done. Go to the click the links and consume and start building away, guys. It's pretty funny. One of my buddies is keeping up with the channel and the stream, and he was like laughing. He was like, he's like, all that's there. We've been doing some cool stuff. I'm really digging everyone. What'd you say?
They're like, you should, like, do you even YouTube? It's like,
do you even
crazy...
YouTube, bro? Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
YouTube, bro?
Do you even YouTube, bro? Do you even watch streams, bro?
As a player that builds your DM's terrain, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like a little left out with the surprise at all ever? Because I know a lot of crafters who aren't actually DMs and they build the stuff for their...
Oh, that's a good question.
Their dungeon master?
You know, Derek, I only really started crafting for the RDM right before COVID hit.
Oh, okay.
So I only had one session where a specific request was put in. The encounter we were having, I knew we were about to have a big crazy battle, but I built kind of the layout of the inn and sculpted it and created it based on Richard's description. So I knew we were going to have a big battle coming up, and so did everyone else. So that wasn't a big spoiler. But he did request a specific piece of architecture in the game that I was just like, that's important. And I was just like, okay. But you would have, I didn't feel super spoiled on it because it would be thrown down on the tabletop by him anyway at that moment in time. And as soon as everyone else figured it, like saw it down, they're like, okay, that might have some significance. And we also knew that if we stayed and tried to complete this fight, we were probably going to get smoked. So as soon as we had the opportunity, it was a little round like well or hole that led to a sewer system, like an underground tunnel system. And we were able to escape, but we did have to like pry the gate open and get it unstuck from this little well section. So I'm looking forward to building more stuff for him. I told him, and I told him, I was like, "What do you need for the tabletop?" And he was just like, "Well, like, it's kind of fun just building generic, like, here's my city, right, or here's my marketplace." Although now I want to build Richard and gift him that initiative tracker that you made that I think I'll be able to follow. Is that an upcoming tutorial, I'm hoping, on the channel?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Dude,
I don't know if it's going to be the next one or the one after. It'll be in the next couple weeks.
That's a really cool one. But that's kind of how I am. I'm okay building it for him. It doesn't spoil too much, and I think, I told him if there's something specific that he needs to let me know. So I've only really done it once prior to COVID, and I don't think it'll be spoiler for me because, I still don't necessarily know how it's going to get incorporated into the game. So
there's still the story element of it.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
So, Zane has said in the chat there he needs a Zane and Michael opening skit collab now.
I think so. You definitely channeled your inner Zane Morgan during that shoot. That was
You both go hard.
you both
Yeah.
you do both go hard. You do both go hard. Speaking of like Derek, I really like Pocket Tea Craft as well. The video you released on the sacrificial altar. I built a sacrificial altar during quarantine right before I started the live stream channel. And
Oh, awesome.
Is it close? Stand by. I'll get it. Hold on. It's right here. Where is it?
So I'm on the home stretch with these little bricks.
I believe in you, buddy.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Where are you at with your build, Daniel?
I'm just making a thing. So I think that you and I got onto the Zoom today at different times. Oh, hey, look at that altar. That's dope.
It's
Oh,
got like
sick.
the removable. It's got the removable little blood stained like area where this goes on. I had like spare pieces of foam, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna create something, just really rough. And I used like sculpt or joint compound to like secure the joints. And this is my really crummy version of like, I was like, oh, I'll make playable stairs. These are terrible. Playable, like nothing's gonna hold on there. Maybe like it'll be like, but it's cool. I was like, everyone needs a sacrificial altar, and that was my altar that I built in like a day. So it was cool. I love it.
That's where my game starts. So.
Ooh, the altar, huh?
Yeah, they're all tied up. They don't know each other. They're just sitting in front of this altar.
This altar about ready to get sacrificed.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, drop
great,
them right
man.
in it.
We call that Tuesday.
That's right. We call it a Tuesday.
It's
indeed.
Tuesday, guys. No.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was fun. Making videos is nuts. I didn't think it'd be that nuts. but it's nuts.
What's been nuts about it for you, my friend?
I mean, I went to school for graphic design, so I know my way around Adobe. So
Yep.
getting into Premiere Pro wasn't that difficult. I kind of just did what I know how to do with Photoshop and kind of moved it over. So
Yep.
that was a learning process. But then like voiceover and stuff, that is not my funnest thing to do.
It's not just the creation of the it's all the other components that go along with it. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, my hats off to anybody who releases videos
On a-
weekly or
yep.
in any type of timely fashion, because it is.
Used to the
I,
you get used to the voiceover bit. Like after one or two of them, it'll be like nothing.
yeah,
But
yeah.
my first one is just like.
I sound like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This is
have
what people hear when I talk.
I give that lecture to my students all the time about the why you sound weird, and it's I hate my voice. I apologize to everybody in the live stream currently, because if you could hear what's going on in here, man, I sound amazing.
Yeah, it sounds so much cooler in my head.
Actually, when I was a kid, me and my friend David, we used to do like these like little mixtapes, and we did like a rap. And this is when we were like super young kids, and we recorded them on on your the cassettes.
Yeah,
And
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I found the cassette of this rap that we did when we were like.
Oh.
And honestly, it sounds like the Chipmunks. I was like, that does not how we sounded. It's like the most. We're so into it. Yeah.
But see, that's what's cool about it, right? You're into it. You're just creating stuff. I have somewhere out there. Well, I know exactly where it lies. Somewhere in Overland Park, Kansas, at my aunt's house. We made a home video footage of my cousins and I when I was pretty young, maybe 10 years old, maybe. And what am I doing? We put on. It's been in my blood for forever. I don't even think Amy knows this exists. So this is pretty wild. I need to get my hands on it. We did a live action stunt show and recorded it, and like had like fighting choreography, and I was choreographing everyone and putting it together like at a young age. Like I was looking back on, I'm like, oh, the signs were there. I just needed to listen. Anyway, there's footage of that whole thing. Got the premiere of the one and only performance of that live action stunt show was recorded, and it exists somewhere on video cassette, and I need to get my hands on it so no one else can release it is what needs to happen. So that's like that. I'm sure that's golden. I'm sure that's a golden video. Anyway, dude.
All right.
I got this Sculptamold on here, but I don't know if it's gonna dry in time for me to Mod Podge or anything before the stream's over.
It might take a little bit, huh? Well, it's okay. Even if we don't Mod Podge it and get it up, we can still talk about the steps.
Yeah, I have a finished one here too, so we can.
Oh yeah, you've got a whole set, brah. Now, have you put that set into the Discord yet? Have we put that in? I know you sent me a picture earlier, Derek, about all that. Is that okay? Can we share that one in the Discord, like all cut up of like here's what the set looks like once everything's cut
before
up?
I do, yeah, of course.
Okay, we'll put that up there. That's a good reference, I think, for everyone. For me as well. I'm saving it. I have a little folder on my phone called D&D Inspiration or D&D, like a D&D Inspiration, a D&D build lit, like the how-to like build. So like it's gonna get filed in the how-to ones. Like it's like, oh, make these like this. I'm just gluing on spare pieces here. I had like all the excess that I cut off, and I put them on here for the sewer tiles as well, so I didn't waste them. Oops, that's not glued. I need to wait for that to glue. And then it'll be good. I've got one brick texture. Oh, that's not texture. You said you just used the foil ball, right? Use the foil ball method.
Yeah, I also made a very poor version of one of John from Tabletop Witchcraft's texturing tools with green stuff and some like sand and little pebbles.
Oh, nice.
Stuffed in, and you just put super glue around it. It is awesome. That guy's awesome at like little handy tools.
I watched his Q&A video this morning as I woke up and was getting ready. I watched it this morning, and he talked about it again, right? He talked about that tool again, and I've never made that thing, and I've been meaning to make it for forever. So I think it's going to be on my build list this week, and because he talks about how great it is just to whip that thing out and do some quick texturing. Yeah. He said if you don't see him use it, he's using it in the build.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, I use it with tinfoil. I usually do tinfoil first and then do that over top because I think tinfoil gives you the sharper like texture to the stone, and then this has more of like, you know, it's a bit rounder and softer, so I like to use them together.
Nice. Yeah. Did you put your OSL mini in the Discord today, right, Michael? The one that you paid?
No, but I can if you want.
I would could you? I was thinking about things that we should share, and that is definitely one I would love for everyone to see. Your first attempt at object source lighting.
Well, I mean, that was inspired by Carl.
Yep.
No surprise there. And also earlier in the week, Austin and
Josh.
That one is, I saw that stream and I must have been subconscious because I can't remember that stream and it being about OSL. So it's like absorbing things subconsciously and then But I did watch that stream, but it was kind of while I was doing something else. You know the way you have a stream running in the background?
Yes, I do. Yeah, that was a good stream. If you guys aren't familiar with the Chilling Wargamers Network, you can subscribe to the Chilling Wargamers. They live stream every Thursday. Both Michael and I are a part of the Chilling Wargamers Network, and a part of that network is the Pickle Jar, and Josh does a great stream, and so Elston from Elston Nation is a part of the Chilling Wargamers, and they had a great stream this week talking about object source lighting. It's kind of cool. I love how when great minds kind of merge like that, and it's like, and it seems to fuse up with what you're working on and trying to improve upon. It's just super cool. So,
well, I mean, when I Carl's little mini, it literally, the way he painted it, it looked like a guy walking with a light in the dark, and I was just like,
it's amazing.
That is really, really done.
It's really, really good. Well done. Yep. Again, something I have to keep reminding. Carl has been doing this for a long time. Like, he's been doing it. He's been crafting ever since he's a kid.
Is Carl old? He never talks about how
Carl's
old or young
ageless.
He is ever.
Carl's ageless.
Time, yeah.
He's timeless. He's priceless. And I've never asked, and I never will. I think it's been well over 25 years that he's crafted.
Oh yeah, I think you said something like 30 years to me.
Maybe even 30 years. I think you're right. 30 years. I think you're right.
Wealth
Michael.
of knowledge.
A wealth of knowledge is right. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
It is cool to have him on just to like leech things out of his brain. You're
That's
like,
right.
oh yes, let me get better via osmosis.
That's right.
Too many tips off Carl.
What'd you say, Michael?
I picked up so many tips off Carl that I know I use in my crafting all the time.
All the time.
But I mean, also, to be honest, like if I see someone in the community doing something cool, it doesn't matter if it's a new. Like there's been even new crafters who have done something cool. I was just like, that's awesome. Why don't I just do that all the time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
So like I'm picking stuff up like that all the time.
I'm having a lot of. It's always awesome to like I said. That's why the groups are so awesome. The social media. It's one of the things that I really love about social media is its ability to connect people and share ideas and creativity. It is powerful, very powerful in that sense. That is one of the pluses. It's why I remain attached and associated with it. I was really kind of like, again, when we first started doing Discord, I was just like, man, this is like truthfully daunting. I was like, something else to learn, something else to manage and navigate, and I love having just the Nat 1 community.
It's so quick too.
Yeah.
Like you're just like stuck on something and you like, yo, how should I do this?
How should I do this?
In 5 minutes somebody's like, try this.
You. Yep. It is almost an instantaneous solution support network, right, Derek? That's how I feel too.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel about it. Oh yeah, I'm beveling my edges here. Danny, where are you at right now?
Okay, so I went off the rails.
See it, Danny.
No, you didn't. Of course you didn't.
So I kind of was trying to get to this at one point, but I think Michael and I jumped on the stream or on the Zoom this morning at different times, and I 100% planned on doing almost exactly what he was doing. And then I saw as the stream started that he was doing that. I was like, abort! I'm going to do something different.
Oh, you could have done the same thing. It'd have been fine.
Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. And so I was like, I'm going to do something different. And then I looked at my desk and I saw a weird thing, and I thought about, I just like generated this D&D encounter instantaneously at like, rats are a thing, right? In the sewers. And yes. I thought, how cool would it be to end your sewer thing and have like, do you remember the Rat King in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Like there's that thing. And so I was like, all the sewer waters lead back to this stinky, nasty place. And I think it was like for Halloween, this little rat skull thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Into my life.
Dude.
And I've been waiting for a moment. And so it's currently drying now. but I'm making this this plinth that I can shove this thing onto, and I want to make the resin pouring and pooling at the bottom. So when you get to the end of my sewer, you'll have this like lake of gross gack crap, and you'll have to fight the rat people. I went off the rails, is what happened.
You didn't go off the rails.
Like, we're doing sewer tiles today, and I was like, I'm doing a diorama. But yeah, so that's where I'm at today.
Love it.
Looks awesome.
Love it. You know, I just had a thought about your sewer tiles, Derek.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna glue these together and have it be a thing. I'm not, because this by itself is gonna be
Keep it modular.
Keep it modular.
Yep.
But this right here, this is a bridge. This is a wall. This is the top of a wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is this is a ramp. I even thought about. Do you guys remember the little wooden like train tracks? You're talking about the slotted cars. Like, were you talking earlier in the stream about the slotted cars where you like pull the trigger and like race around?
Yeah.
I did that with my dad too. But it also got me thinking about how we assembled those tracks with like basically like puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
The little wooden train ones. And I have a little excess on my lip here. I was even thinking like you could just even make them boop where you slot them and like puzzle them together. Now you have corner pieces that you could put on it. And all of a sudden, if you combine dungeon stackers, right? Those little like dungeon stackers that Black Magic crafted a while back, and you throw that shit on top of it, you now have because this is 2 inches wide or 3? No, it's about 3. Dude, those are 3 inches wide. The dungeon stackers are 3 inches wide, which is now what your piece is. And all of a sudden, you have something that can be, if you don't pour the resin, right? Or even if, like, what if someone casts a spell effect and there's acid everywhere, and now you have you have a spell effect that's in place. Like, there's just a really cool modularity that I really dig about this build, Derek, and I like its ability to be versatile or very specific if you want it to be. It's a super fun and easy build to do.
Yeah, I was hesitant to do it because I usually shy away from having any type of walls. I like the idea of like empty space equals a wall kind of deal. So my first couple ideas were just like, just flat pieces, and then I would take like a hot wire knife and actually dig out where I wanted the water to be.
Oh, that's cool.
But every time I would pour resin, I'd get that like, it wouldn't sit flat because it was such like a small stream. It would kind of like bow at the top. So I had to go bigger, and that's what I came up with.
I love it. Well, that's part of the fun of the build, right? Is learning new stuff and discovering along the way. I'm kind of feeling the same way you're talking about, building this inn, the Stony Tankard Inn right now is challenging for me because like the playability on the inside, like the walls are going to be really big, right? Or they could be. Yeah. And I'm trying to think of, I'm currently kind of coming up with different ideas for the modularity of like, how can I make it more modular and make sure that it's accessible to everyone. I get it now. I'm trying to texture the inside of the lines where you'd put the Sculptamold or the grout where the walls meet the tile, and I can't get it. But if I had that green stuff tool that you made and that John Lombardi has been telling me to make for freaking ever, I might be able to get down and dirty in that one area I'm trying to reach right now. Anyway, couple more minutes here, y'all, and we'll head on over to the Crazy Crafter Discord and check out some neat works in progress this week. Yeah, looking forward to checking everyone's stuff out. Did you guys see Pulp's finished painted product of the Sword and Shield Challenge? I caught that. Before the stream started. Holy shnikes! I don't know if Pulp's added it to the Discord yet, but please, if you have not done so, Pulp, put it in there. It's so cool. It looks freaking amazing.
Honestly, all of them are great. I mean, that is like that was sculpted. Am I saying he or she? By the way, I don't know. Because is Pulp their real name?
I don't know. Pulp, please, Pulp, if we're messing up your preferred pronoun, let us know.
So I don't think they'd worked with the green stuff sculpting before, and they're just nailing it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I have any favorites, because basically everyone's done something so different that like it's just got its own.
They are all awesome.
Yeah. Except Mini Mason's. He put an LED in his sword. I hate it.
It's awesome.
I don't hate it. I love it. It's really cool. I don't hate it, Mini Mason. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's such a cool build. They're all really cool. Again, Michael, bravo to you. Thank you for giving us all the opportunity and opening up your community and your channel for us to be creative and share our creativity on your channel and through the Discord. Super fun, man. I had a blast making that little sword and shield piece. Really cool.
I mean, everyone literally kicked my ass with the challenges. So that's it. I quit. So.
Let's see. What is
No,
this?
Discord.
Crazy Crafters gave me a train of thought for the whole series of build videos. Giddy, feverish plotting in the sketchbook. Yay! That's what it's supposed to do, brother. That's what it's supposed to do. I'd love to hear that. It glows in game. It glows in game. What are you talking about? Damn, Danny boy. I think. Yeah. There's so many cool ideas that get shared on the stream. I'm glad. Take them and run with them, y'all. Take them and run with them. We've all had that happen on the stream, right? Danny's been inspired. Michael's been inspired by stuff on the stream. I've been inspired. Like, it's great. All we ask is you share it back with us. Once you have your cool idea, just share it back. And then, it sounds like Cross has got a lot more material to create for all of us. Love it. Speaking of loving it and materials to create, I'm really digging these files. I'll have to pull it up. Maybe Michael or Danny can find it real quick. But Zane's Etsy store for the STLs, I really am digging the way this is looking. I'll show you up. I've got the front side textured, and once I get this all painted up, this is going to be super. Oops, that's not what I want. I want to go to the 4 guests, and I want this to pop up. But the sewer grate tile on there is really cool. I'm absolutely digging that STL. That's going to look great on the tabletop. But for like $5, you get all these crazy STLs that Zane Morgan has designed himself that you can print up if you got a 3D printer at home.
Like good at stuff.
Yeah, that Zane Morgan's pretty dope. So thank you for that, Zane. Thanks for sharing that and putting that out there. I'm just digging the heck out of all this. Let's see. So how's that Sculptamold doing, Derek? Is it drying? Like, what have you found? Okay, so I've recently just started using Sculptamold, right? And you're using the Sculptamold brand, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I have not tried Geek Gaming Scenic's version of the Sculptamold.
No, me neither.
And I want.
Apparently, it dries faster too.
It dries faster. I think. Correct me if am I wrong in saying this, and help me out, CWG members out there, or Luke if you're lurking in the chat, like I know you do sometimes. Is it an easier compound? I think Sculptamold, he said, is easier to sculpt and worked with, where his dries faster. Is that correct, Michael? And Derek, does that sound right?
From what I remember hearing, yeah. I just throw it in front of a fan, and usually I feel, I could probably, put some type of sealer like Mod Podge on it after, 4 or 5 hours. Also depends on how thick you put it on.
That's true.
If you put it on really thin, then you can get away with.
You can get away with quite a bit there. Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. You bring up a great point. And I think I've tended to get a little heavy-handed early on in my builds with it. And I could have certainly gone lighter. Yeah. I definitely want to get my hands in some more on the Geek Gaming Scenics version of it. I got to order some here from a supplier here in the U.S. and try it out. I've never used it before, and I want to. Everyone swears by his stuff, so
yeah.
I
just got a bunch of their flocks and stuff, and they're awesome.
Nice. What flocks did you get?
I got some sawdust ones and some foam ones, and I also got the sealant, that matte sealant.
Oh yeah,
it's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, also dries a lot quicker.
Oh, that's cool.
I still have a bunch of what's that other stuff called that I have to get through first? The stuff Black Magic Craft uses or used to use.
I'm not sure.
I can't think of what it's called. Let me see if
Dope. I've got.
I have it downstairs.
That's okay. We can if we can always post it and share it later in the Discord. If the is it a flock you're talking about?
No, the sealant that he used to use. Oh, Miniwax polyurethane. Yeah. That's what I used on my sewer tiles before I laid the resin. So.
Oh, yours looks absolutely fantastic there, Michael.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's looking really good.
Hell yeah.
I've got mine up here, textured up. Finally, can connect it here. I'm totally gonna make a ton of these now, Derek. Like these little bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Because I think its modularity is pretty epic and can be some cool stuff. We're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna move over to the Discord in a second. Before we do that, Derek, did you have something? It looked like you're about to share something there about that piece.
Well, I was just gonna say, like after you put the Sculptamold down, let that dry, Mod Podge the whole thing, and then just flock it however you want. Throw in some skulls, some old weapons, and then seal that all up, and then just
nice.
When you feel ready.
And you had resin. You had a really cool like transitional piece, right? With a burst out like entryway or something.
One of like my boss rooms, yeah.
Yep. He had a boss room.
I made.
So if anybody hasn't seen that, you should show that off because it's so cool.
There's also the Derek. There's also kind of these transitional corner pieces. Talk to us a little bit about. Do you have one of those you could share and show with us?
Yeah.
Talk to us about those pieces as well and how you use them or plan on using them on the tabletop.
So I built these a bit different just because I was worried about them fitting in. So I cut the. Here, let me switch my camera. I cut the base of these to equal the length, and then kind of just added the walls on top instead of the walls connecting from the side, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
But yeah, they just connect on. There's like a 90-degree angle one.
Nice.
And then I did like a three-way one, so I could have like. Not sure my luck.
I love that.
Yeah, and then you can just mess with, because I wanted something that I could, have a piece of graph paper, and then I could just put like little numbers on the bottom of them, and then just as my players walk through the sewer, I could just slap them down one by one, so they're not too aware of what's ahead of them. So, I must say though, the corner pieces was a lot harder to dam the resin. I had a few weeks when I did the corner parts, just because you have to like tape around there to keep that all in. But I mean, it worked. But yeah, when you take the tape off, it'll take some of your Mod Podge and paint off, and then I just went back and then
touch it up. No big deal.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, I like those little corner pieces there too. Those super cool for the sewer tile. I love it.
And then you could just build kind of like what you guys are doing. Just build like rooms and like, cool, I call them boss rooms. I don't know what you call them. But,
boss rooms.
Where the big fight will take place.
Boss rooms sound boss. I like that name.
I did one with like a portal to the Shadowfell. I posted this on the Discord a couple days ago.
Nice.
yeah, and then you can just go nuts. But
Go
yeah,
nuts.
I'm definitely gonna get my use out of these and do
Yeah.
as much as I can.
Yep. What did you say? The whole campaign will be in the sewer.
Yeah. Hope you guys like the sewer.
Hope you guys like the sewer. It's where you're gonna live. Well, let's do this. Let's head on over to the
And while
Crazy
you're
Crafter
getting that
Discord.
prepped,
Say again.
Sonder, while you're getting that prep, Sonder, 1d6 crafting damage, has just posted in the chat that his first video on his channel.
Oh my goodness. It's up. Yay, Sonder. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're in it now, brother. You're in it now. Love it. Love
Very
it.
cool.
See if I can find it and push the link.
Yeah, I asked for a link. I'm waiting for that to go up so we can share out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put a link up. We can totally put that link up on there. That would be fantastic. All right. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, I think today's the 10th of April, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. I'll put it up here.
Almost ready here, guys. Bear with me uno momento por favorito while I get this up here. And we're going to transition over, boom, to the Discord. Here we go. Let's take a look at where everyone's at. Your favorite part of the stream and mine when we get to review everyone's work in progress. So when we last left, Mini Mason, our brave Slavko was headed towards creating some more greenage and foliage for his amazing inn, and he's made freaking tulips. It looks like tulips. These look dope.
Much.
These look amazing. I believe just hot. When I say just hot glue, sculpted these out of hot glue. You'll have to let us know, Mini Mason. But I believe that's how you crafted these. These look absolutely fantastic, brother.
When are you coming to teach me how to do that?
Yeah, right. When you teach us the ways, absolutely rocking. These look really, really cool.
Mini Amazon.
Go ahead.
Mini Amazon.
Me. I see what
Don't
you
be
did
ashamed
there.
of it. Own it. Lean into it.
Lean into it.
Mini.
Do you have another one? I want to hear it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do with those acting. You can't hide from your acting chops have been revealed to the world now, brother. You can't hide.
Yeah.
You can't hide your talents from us any longer. You shan't anymore. Here we have Mini Mason's little flower bed and pot set up outside that he's made it out of foam core with some homemade tulips and some shrubs. It looks like some dollar store shrubs maybe. This looks absolutely killer, dude.
Flaccid tulip, Zane said.
Flaccid tulip. Oh my goodness, everyone's a critic. Everyone's a critic. Flaccid tulip. Not all of them are flaccid.
Half-mast. Jeez.
Half-mast. Oh no.
Classy group here at the Crazy Group.
That's us, ladies and germs. Classy to no end. That's us. This is a good reminder right now too. If you like class, and you like crafting tutorials, and you like the hobby, and you like amazing people hanging out, sharing their passion, be sure to smash the like button on this stream, and don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the bell notification here to the Crazy Crafter, at Nat1 Videos, at Pocket Tea Crafting. Let's get some love over for Pocket Tea Crafting today. Please head on over and subscribe to Derek's channel today, and show Derek some love. Just launched and getting underway. We're thrilled to see the content that Derek continues to produce for many moons to come.
And possibly more important, tell a friend.
Tell a friend as well. Here we have Mouseketeer Forge, pretending that she's not a full-on crafter yet, making this amazing Tree of Gondor shield.
It's awesome. It's so good.
It's so good. It's very, very, very good. Love this route. This is looking really cool. An absolutely amazing build.
If Amy's out in the chat, I was going to. I know that she'd entered her little sword and shields, but I'm probably going to try and include a photograph of that as well in the video if she doesn't mind. So let me know in the chat there, Amy.
Oh yeah, let Michael know. She's gonna charge you an astronomical fee now. So good luck with that. She's gonna be like, yeah, sure, if the price is right. Boom. Hashtag monetized craft. Here's the backside. Not only is the first side of the shield amazing, but I like how the roots run deep
around the back.
The back. So cool. So I like the tree you used here to take the picture on too, Amy. Really cool.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't familiar with Mouseketeer Forge, head on over to Instagram and give Mouseketeer Forge a follow. It's a great Instagram, and Amy's producing some really cool stuff. Check her out. An amazing crafter. Here we go. Here's a little peekaboo part 2 with those eyes. Did you put eyes on this, Pulp? Holy shnikes. Dudes. He put eyes on his axe.
Oh yeah, the eyes. That little sculpted eye. It's really cool. I love it.
Holy snap!
Yep.
It looks like a Daedric axe that you craft out of Minecraft. out of Skyrim. That's what I play nowadays, guys. I play Minecraft with my kid. I don't get to play Skyrim. I get to play Minecraft. Worse or fates. This eye looks fantastic.
Yeah, Minecraft is tight.
Yeah, Minecraft is I mean, it's a crafter's it's crafting.
It's awesome.
It's virtual crafting. It's amazeballs. Dude. Pulp. So cool.
Yeah, that is
so
awesome.
Cool. That eye looks ridiculous.
I saw that and I was like, this can't be your first time sculpting stuff like that. I mean,
start sculpting, Pulp. You found something that you do really, really well, bro.
That's the thing. I think that it's like Amy picking up the little wires and doing that straight away. Like it really is possible to find something that you're just automatically good at.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That does happen.
Yep. This looks absolutely phenomenal, brother. We love it. The final ensemble, here it is. The final ensemble connecting it together. I don't know if this is, have we painted the axe yet? I thought the one you shared, the Pulp was sharing had it all posted. It doesn't matter. This shows off the sculpt of the shield, of the axe with the eye, the wrap. So there's a difference. If you guys look at this axe, there's the wood grain texture, and then there's the wrapping on the handle to grip the axe. And then if you go over to the sword, I love this sword. Sculpted hilt on it. Everything
so
on
awesome.
here is just, it's freaking killer. It's freaking killer, Pulp. You smashed this challenge. And I'm loving it. I love the rivets on the shield on the rim. Is this I think it's feathers on the bottom here, guys. Is it feathers that's painted up? I can't remember.
That's also green stuff. But that's dragon scales.
It's dragon scales. That's right. That's right.
And there isn't. I mean, I don't know if you got access. On my Discord in the challenge section, he did send me a photograph today of is he out there? Yeah,
he's out there.
Yeah, so make sure you post in that the glamour shot that you sent to me earlier.
Yep. Put it up there. Speaking of glamour shots, that's all you. I feel like you guys post in our Discords is glamour shots. Here's some OSL from Carl from the torch from the milliput that he sculpted on our stream a couple weeks back. Yeah. And here's it all painted up. Just
That's
absolutely amazing. It's so cool. It's so good. It's so good. Carl,
the one where it's
did Did he do those colors in like Photoshop or something, or it's just natural photograph like that? That is awesome.
It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
So cool, Carl. And I think the base is sculpted too, right? He sculpted the base and customized the base too.
So, yeah.
We're not worthy, Carl. We are not worthy, and we are. It's not about being worthy. It's so fortunate. That's the word that comes to my mind, is being fortunate to have connected with this whole community. You guys are rock stars. Good work, Carl. And here it is without just with the lights on. You can see the source object source lighting coming through. So good. Yeah, when you started I have never tackled object source lighting, Michael, and when I saw you doing that, I was like, dang, like,
yeah.
I'm just so thrilled. Like your mini painting skills have superseded mine in about a month. So I hate you is my sentiment. Nope. I'm just so proud. I love. Isn't it cool just being a sponge and soaking up all this amazing information? That's what I feel like every single day with this community.
I mean, that's what I'm loving, man. Is like every time we get like a new little thing to learn, it's like, I mean, I don't know if you're like me, but I get bored really, really easily. Like, and like so a new thing to move on to and get stuck into for a period of time, and then a month later, I'll kind of be bored of it and want to learn something else. You know?
Yep, 100%. 100%. It's great. There's so many things to perfect in the craft. Now, I've clicked on this picture before reading it. Such superb atmosphere creating it. While paint dry to start working on some interesting rock formations. Oh, that's cool. Left is a bark and the right one is old XPS. I love the XPS and bark here in variation. I mean, it looks like you've got the blue polystyrene. It almost looks like you could just throw that on the table and it's ice scatter terrain.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even need to paint it. I love that. I really dig that. Just throw some Mod Podge on it. Clear Mod Podge.
I want an entire table of those blue rocks.
Yeah, those blue rocks are dope. Or even if they're just blue rock, like I like again something that breaks the color palette. I know you didn't probably intend that, Pulp, but that's what I'm digging right now. Color is the thing that I'm catching on to.
Weird colors. I love weird colors.
Yeah, I do too. This looks great, brother. Really good, Pulp. Gonna like it. Oh wait, what is it doing? It's scrolling back up. Don't go up. Sonder finished up some dry brushing for his latest magnetic tabletop. I freaking Tina, like all of y'all with your individual like XPS tiles look so clean and so tight. They look this looks just clean and crisp. I love it, Sonder. I love it.
Yeah,
it's so good. I love all your foam storage. I love his his storage down here too that he's got underneath it with all the foam and extra bits and stuff. I love his crafting station. This looks great, Sonder. I can't wait to head on over and check out. It's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head in. I'm gonna grab some lunch, and I'm gonna plop my son down on my side, and we're gonna watch Sonder's first YouTube video. I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
You asked for it, Crazy Crafter live stream. Boom. I did ask for it. Look at this. Oh my god. Looks so good. How are you getting this texture into the XPS foam? And why can I not get blue foam in California? Please give me some freaking blue foam in California, Danny. How do we get it?
It's not at Lowe's. Do you have Lowe's?
We do.
The problem is that insulation, you don't need the same R values for insulation in Southern California.
Yeah.
Like the insulation market is really just not the same here. And so I've been struggling with that in theater forever. Like places that can just go to the store and pick up a 4-inch block of like foam. I'm like,
if I could get a 4-inch block of foam, I might lose my mind.
Right?
I might lose my mind. Pulp, these look absolutely phenomenal. Is it thicker? Do you have it thicker there in Pennsylvania, Derek?
Yeah, I can get 1/2 inch, inch, and 2-inch right off the shelf, and I can get other stuff, Yeah. But we're kind of like the in-between place. Like, John from Tabletop Witchcraft is in Maine, so I'd imagine he can get like literally any size
Anything.
thickness he wants up there.
Yeah.
We cap out at 1 inch here, and and just the pink stuff.
Yeah.
It just
If I have to get anything over an inch, though, I have to buy the giant sheets of it.
right.
Like I can get up to inch. I can get like I think it's like 36 by 36 inch squares, which are a lot more manageable to get get home.
For sure.
But yeah.
About the density. Pulp saying it's not about the color, it's about the density of the foam. I mean,
I like the blue stuff more myself.
I was gonna say, like, it just seems like it's better to craft with. I know Damien from the Cave of Crafting gets access to it in, I think he's in Indiana. He gets the blue stuff, and the blue stuff is amazing.
It holds texture better.
Yeah.
I think that's my main thing with it. I think the pink stuff is too soft myself. It
Really?
like has a bit of a sponginess to it. I think. Like when I texture the blue stuff, it just stays as I left it.
Stays up there.
Because if I texture the pink stuff and leave it for a couple days, I feel like it kind
It goes away.
softens up a bit. Yeah.
I
Interesting.
remain here ignorant. I just wouldn't know.
What is the official insulation of the official thing of the blue insulation foam? I don't know.
I don't know what the difference is.
I don't know.
It's a bit harder.
I am not sure. We'll have to find out. It's Mo Betta. It's Mo Betta. It is Mo Betta. All right, we're taking a look at Cross from Campaign Terrain. A little sneak peek from his video upcoming that's releasing tomorrow. Very excited to check that out. Cross is gonna be awesome. Look at this. Look at this. I love these colors in here. Love all the shapes you've incorporated into the bills. Cross just looks absolutely phenomenal. I love
This
it.
is indestructible technique.
His indestructible technique. Super cool. Super cool. I bet you my son will take that Pepsi challenge, Cross. He'll take your indestructible challenge. This looks really, really cool. I can't wait to check out this video, brother. Let's see if we got some more
awesome,
shots.
Cross.
Oh,
What I want to know is why does Cross need indestructible terrain? Does he like grow it as players or? Yeah.
I mean, it depends on who is handling stuff. I always know I have one player in my campaign who shall remain nameless that whenever they hold or handle my mini, I'm always like, don't touch my mini, because like whenever they've run we've run one shots and stuff, and I'm like, you're gonna destroy my mini. Like they play a little rough. They play a little rough with the stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, when I see that, I'm like, ugh! Like I think of all the hours I've spent painting that mini, and I'm like, bro, easy on that mini. Or also like, what are you doing? Are you crashing the stream? Are you crashing the stream, you son of a bitch? Chris is peeking in through the window of the garage from next door, like knocking on the window over here.
Hey, Chris Ford.
Everyone's saying hi. They're saying hello. And he says, "Hey."
That's another son of a gun that needs to make it back onto the stream.
Yeah, I got to get him back on here. I've got some plans for him. I went over to get some supports yesterday done to help me out with my sewer grate printing, and I looked at his pile of shame that is piling up on his workstation, and he is kit bashing some ogres, and they are fucking awesome. And I'm like, bro, get your ass on the stream and come paint and hang out with us. But we'll get him on here soon. He works really busy right now for him. He's busy man. Pulp, or not Pulp, Cross. We really dig this new work. Always appreciate when you guys are sharing little sneak peeks of stuff that's yet to come. We really appreciate you giving us a little sneak peekaloo and get us all excited. I love it. Thank you, Cross.
Oh, Amy, R value. R value is just it's a rating for how insulated something is. So in construction, like your different layers of fiberglass batting, or if you do spray foam or whatever it is, and that's what all our pink foam is for. Typically, it's a original purposes for insulating walls and what have you. The more the higher the R value, the more it insulates from whatever the opposite side is. So
this is why I watch This Old House all the time.
sure, yeah. So yeah, just in Southern California, there's just not as big of a market for we like R value for keeping things cool. So our cooling bill is not so bad. But in other places like where you're at, you need super duper high R value so you don't die at night. You know, because it gets super duper cold.
Yep.
Is there a way, Colin, that I can mute myself without destroying the stream?
Just mute your Zoom. Just mute your Zoom.
I'm not going to like mess things up.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, bro.
So just mute myself in Zoom.
Just mute yourself in Zoom. You should be good. We're looking. Yeah, I know. It's like, and I thought about playing a really terrible trick, but like, well, now he broke the stream. What happened? But I'm not doing that to him. Everything's fine. Let's see. I want to know what the R value of the blue that you wish you had. I don't know. I want anything that's blue. We'll find out. What is the R value that we're looking for? I don't even know.
Oh, I see.
What is the R value?
I'm like, and I turn into like this mansplainer. I'm like,
Do you even know what R value is?
not what I meant.
No.
I literally teach high school kids all the time, so I'm just used to fielding questions.
Cross from Campaign Terrain says, as for indestructible terrain at Nat 1 videos, anger issues, clumsiness, alcohol, sometimes in combination. Sometimes. And emphatic enthusiasm. Yes. Like there is an ideal R value for like there is an ideal R value for crafting. Oh my goodness. We're having fun with the R values today. The picture that is up there right now is Derek's kind of tile set. These are the tiles that Derek created for his sewer tiles and made possible for his set. So if you guys are interested in finding like, you know, this set, what is that? 12 long pieces and 8 kind of corner and transitional pieces. Yeah. So that's a good little set there. And, you know, this is but the starting building block. As always, we hope it inspires you. And if you come up with your variation of sewer tiles, or you've got a sewer tile set that you've created, please join the Crazy Crafter Discord and share your sewer tiles and continue to add to the inspiration.
Please, yeah.
What a lovely, and I mean this in the best possible way, what a lovely, shitty inspiration. Like, it's if we're going to be dealing with the sewer and all the poopies, like, this is the way to go. This is absolutely phenomenal, Derek. I love this build. And I totally am digging, like, I have to make 2 sets of this now, Derek, because one has to be resin with the sewer, and then the other one has to be, like, modular pieces that I can throw down for other stuff.
Hell yeah.
That one's got some OSL going on here. Let's see some object source lighting. This is Michael's first attempt at object source lighting. Absolutely phenomenal. Getting that pop from the fire there onto the face, onto the clothing. Just rad. Just rad. Baller. Oh yeah, look at this. After textured, Sculptamold, and painted, here's kind of the process of where everything's headed. For the sewer tiles, get a little bit of a road ahead. They look, I mean, those by themselves look great. This is without the resin pour, right, Derek?
Yeah, yep.
Super cool. Super cool.
And that's how they sat for a couple days before I
before you
got
were
the
like,
guts,
I will put it in there. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the weapons. I love the skulls. All that texture you put down in the suit. This looks really good, man. That Sculptamold does make a difference. Really does.
It's awesome, yeah.
Oh, here we get some mini painting action going on from Elston Nation. Dude, look at this dragon. This thing is gorgeous, Elston. Love this. Love the base too, with all the flocking that you put down there. It just looks so good. I love the individual scales, like the transition from the different shades of the skin on the wings here, going from that blue to that red. Ah.
And then the last photograph of his there is that's ridiculous. Oh, object source lighting, can't even say it.
The object source. Is he got an OSL one too?
Yeah,
All
as
right.
it should.
Look at this green one. I love this green dragon. This green dragon is really cool. I love the the transitions, the subtleness from the green to the red. Looks great. Ah, look at all these dragons. Elson, you're just painting dragons? Jeez, look at the background here. He's got all of them back here. He's got some great minis in the background here. There was one in the video he released this last week, or within the last week, where he's like, I commissioned this ogre, this giant troll, and I did it in a day. And I'm like, stop. A day, this giant troll looked absolutely gorgeous. Oh, here's some OSL. Look at this. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Elston. This one looks awesome. I like this mini. This mini is really cool. Love the OSL reflecting on here down on the base too.
Oh
Smashing work, Elston. This looks really good. Ridiculously awesome.
Great mini. I want to play that character.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Oh snap! Here it is.
Is there Game of Thrones dragons?
Yeah.
Is it from like the tabletop game? Game of the Game of Thrones like army game? I'm wondering, like,
Oh.
because those have great minis. I've considered buying boxes of that for my frost graves.
Nice.
So.
No.
Michael, what happened?
Just broke my thing.
What'd you break?
I created this little grate for my sewer, and I poked my finger through it.
Oh no! Well, that's just like the monster's gone through it. No big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal, bro.
Actually, it doesn't look good.
Happy little accidents.
Happy little accidents. We see Saunders' video up here. He's posted in the Discord. That's where I'm headed right after this stream. Oh, here it is. Here's some glamour shots from Pulp's Sword and Shield build. Oh my gosh. Look at this with the... Oh, I love the wall. I love the stone wall. Love the tree. Oh, this is dope, Pulp. This is really cool. That's so badass.
Amazing.
I absolutely love it. I want to build this wall. I like this ruined wall. I like this wall. I'm
Yeah,
to build
it's
that wall now
awesome.
too. I want to build more. I want to build I just need about a week off. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I just need a week off. I've only get it like once or twice a year where I just get to I just wake up and craft from sun up to sundown. I got it last year we did it for Father's Day, and that was a glorious day where all we did was listen to Not Another D&D podcast, binge that, and then craft all day. Chris and I sat outside, ordered food, drank whiskey, and crafted all day. It was amazing. More, please. Yeah. More, please. This looks absolutely fantastic. Look at this, guys. Pulp.
Awesome, isn't it?
It's just absolutely glorious. I love it. I love this build. Oh, man. I'm glad you're not, doing a, here's the winner. You know, good, because I'd be like, good luck, Michael. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck with
You have to have categories.
Yeah.
That everyone can win in, because...
A new category for every person.
Pretty much, because everyone absolutely smashed this challenge and did a phenomenal job with their submissions. Just really cool. Absolutely phenomenal work, y'all. As always, thank you so much for sharing your work with us there in the Crazy Crafter Discord. If you are not a member and you would like to be a member of the Crazy Crafter Discord, it's very elite. It's very exclusive. You cannot afford it. All you have to do is click on the link and join and start sharing your work, because we would love to see your work. And we would love to have you a part of that community sharing your knowledge. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that looks
That
That looks
dope,
awesome
Michael.
broken like that.
What are
Yeah.
you talking about? You meant to do that. You meant to do that, bro.
I've got a question though. So I've only ever painted like kind of the grey kind of stonework kind of thing. How would you guys go about doing like a red brickwork kind of thing?
How would I do it?
Yeah, how would you go about painting red brick?
Zane did red in his
Yeah, he did.
on his SEWER.
Stand by.
Zane, tell us what you did, Zane.
Zane, tell us what you did. I'll be right back. Let me grab my first red brick thing that I painted. I'll be right back.
I have a couple red Craftspark paints that I use, but they're not great. One is actually called Brick, so that helps.
Good place to start. Yeah, I think that the thing that makes bricks look the most like bricks is I more so than any other thing. Like when you're doing rocks and stuff, if you're gonna hit it with a dry brush for the highlight, you definitely want to just hit it across the top edge. So you're picking up the top edge of each of the bricks, and that's going to pop your dimensionality out. And then I would do that after a shadow wash. Like I would wash the entire thing so that the deeper recesses pick up the shadow, and then hit it with the dry brush after the fact, a really super light one, just to pick up those top edges of the bricks, and you're gonna get that individual brick like pop out dimensionality that's like super cool.
Yeah.
Even if you did it like at a 45-degree angle, so you pick up one short side and one long side of the brick,
Yeah.
you're gonna get like a really nice pop. And that's just kind of stealing how we do it in the theater. But yeah. And then if you go with like what Colin did and like pull those individual ones out first, like
I mean, over here, I mean, Derek will tell you, here in London, I mean, most of the houses
surrounded by red brick. Yeah.
red brick houses, and I mean, it's pretty uniform for the most part, unless you get like sort of weathering and lichen. So, I mean, so I think I'll go for a pretty uniform look, but I definitely want to do that kind of idea that you're talking about there, Daniel.
Yeah, and that's just straight up stealing, like making a modification of what I do inside of the theater, for like mini scale, which is
I'm a big fan of
pretty much all I do when I'm here. It's like stealing my stuff from work.
I mean, it complements each other perfectly. So why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the individual. I love like even like on all my different stone. I do it on. I've done it on red brick. I'll do it on just the gray stone color, but I like popping it with different colors and then playing around with different layered washes within it too.
That makes
I
don't know what Zane did for his SEWER tiles, but I did 2 washes. I did a black one and then like a brown black one too as well.
Oh, yeah.
Just to
I would
add a lot of grime.
I'm gonna throw green on mine. This green wash.
Glossy Mod Podge for wet sewer walls.
Oh,
yeah.
Sounds gross.
Yep. Thanks, Mini Mason, saying it's a nice build. Those bricks look dope. This was that building that I went and grabbed us, like kind of. I guess that's the largest thing that I've ever built, but it's not playable interior. It's just I was kind of the first quarantine build that I had, and I was just like, I'm gonna build something ridiculous, and I just started throwing a bunch of different colors on here. You see it, like I love my favorite part about this build is the blue shingles. I like the blue shingles on this roof.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I like the blue, how that color turned out. But that whatever the brick and stonework is cool. You know what I kind of want to do with my brick, Michael, is get the grout and throw the grout in between and activate it and kind of see how that fills in the lines and textures. Luke did that recently from the MDF big board that he's doing recently. I've seen him do it on his cyberpunk diorama. I've seen other people. Neil from Real Terrain Hobbies does it all the time. Like I've seen a ton of people do the grout and seal it in with their brick and stonework, and I'm gonna try it. And I may go back. I can do it with this one. I may go back and throw that grout on there and activate it, and then wash the lines again. Throw another layer of wash on it, because I really like I think that's going to add a lot of texture to the brick pattern and the stonework.
The,
Did we get it? What we do?
Yeah.
the technique of using the glue and then sprinkling grout on it, I've never done it before, but I'm planning it for my current build. That's how I want to do the texture at the end.
Nice.
Have you messed with pigments yet, Michael?
No, but I've seen a couple of people do it. It looks really cool.
It's a lot easier than that's another thing that I thought would be really difficult to start messing with, but I needed something to do some rust for some of the pipes in my sewer build, and that's where everyone directed me towards. And it's awesome.
You just tell us what you do with it.
It's like paint in powder form. So you still use a brush, you just have to use a really dry brush. And you put it on, and then there's a pigment fixer that you just pop on top of it, and that sets it into the piece. But
Cool.
yeah, it's awesome.
Dude.
So for the base, the trough of the sewer tile, what did you do, Derek?
I put down Sculptamold, let that dry, Mod Podged it, and then flocked it with just some I just used cheap stuff that I had left over from like Michael's or something. I didn't want to use good stuff because I was putting resin over top of it. And then just threw in some, a shield or a weapon, some skulls, and then for the resin I just added a couple drops of brown dark umber, I think was the color I used, acrylic ink, because that works better than paint apparently. But yeah, and then that was it.
I've got resin pigments here, but I literally have no brown. I've got all of these weird colors like oranges and greens and stuff.
I mean, you could use a green too, yeah.
Well, how would you make it brown, Daniel?
Brown
red
is,
and green.
yeah, brown is ugly red.
Red and green.
Yeah, red and green might take you there.
A little
Yeah,
bit
it really
of
depends on what hue of green and red you have, but it lives in the orange family, right?
Okay.
So yeah.
I mean, it's sewer water, just freaking
It'll be
literally
okay.
whatever.
It'll
Yeah.
be okay. Whatever you end up putting on there. I think your guys' builds look great. Danny, let's see where did yours get to, buddy?
Okay, so I
Rat Palace. Let's see it.
not enough time to get everything dried.
Stop.
Well, I wanted to try pouring resin, but so because it was a toy, it had like a weird thing in the back. So I stole one of my daughter's little jewel things, and I glued it into the back so there would be treasure.
Ah.
Everyone wants a treasure at the end of the thing, and then I took a bead of hot glue and ran it down there so that when I pour the resin from the top, hopefully it'll like chase it and give me the whatever. And then I've got two little troughs waiting for the goop, basically.
Oh man.
Absolutely
That looks awesome.
phenomenal.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Absolutely phenomenal is what that is.
I'm glad that I was doing the same thing as so that you had to do that.
I'm actually pretty happy with
I
this
like
thing.
how that's your plan B, Danny.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, I show up and I go like, oh, we're doing something? Panic, make something. And this doesn't always turn out, but I like this one. This will be cool.
That's a cool one. It's a really good one. Well, this is as always super educational and enlightening for all of us. Always getting to learn new techniques from all of our guests. We're very, very thrilled. Thank you so much, Derek, for coming back on the stream with us today and hanging out. Very, very
Thank you
excited.
for having me.
Yeah, man. Really excited to have Pocket Tea Craft on the stream. Excited to have you back here. Excited for the sponsorship and collaboration with Cantrip Coffee.
Hell yeah.
Be sure, y'all, if you guys, when you guys make your way over to cantripcoffee.com, don't forget to use when you check out, use the discount code CrazyCrafter10 to get your discount on your Cantrip Coffee. You will not be disappointed that not only you got to save a little bit, but also that you're gonna be brewing one of the best cups of coffee that you've ever had in your life. And that is, I can say that because I've had it, and I've had everything from the expensive like the Blue Mountain Jamaican coffee. Like it's a good, smooth, bold roast. So bravo to you and Robin. And I'm excited to see you got crafting all over the place in your life, Derek. Everywhere from the tabletop to roasting and smelling up your entire neighborhood, bro.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Michael and Danny, as always, for hanging out with us on the stream. Thank you all out there for joining us on the stream. Tune in next week on Saturday. Joe from Encounter Terrain is coming on the stream. Very excited to have Joe on here. We have I've got a meeting with him I've got a scheduled meeting with him this week. We've got specific parameters. I believe we're going 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters, boys. Is the challenge.
We're making a piece of terrain that is 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters as our footprint.
I believe so. I think.
Okay.
Scale it down.
Look, I live for the challenge days.
I do too.
I live for them. So, like, I'm great. I'll find a metric ruler.
I may be saying that wrong. Joe's probably watching and be like, "No, you bloody American! Like, it's not that. It's something else." That's all right. Sorry, Joe. Hope I'm not funny. My Australian accent is on point. If no one hasn't learned that anything from hanging out with Atmoseeker, from Gareth, from GotTM or Info, my Australian accent's on point. So I'm sure I will hide it and not let it come out at all next week on the stream. But we're looking forward to having Joe on the stream. It'll be fun. And then again, before next Saturday, tune in. I'll be working on my I'll be working on the Stony Tankard still trying to crank that build out. So I'll see you guys during the week. Derek, as always, thank you so much. All of you out there, be sure to craft your passion daily, and we'll see you all. We'll catch you all on the flip side. Cheers, everyone.